So I'm on single motor mode, the rear motor only. Just want to see what kind of range. I started at 66.7 volts, full charge. Thank you.
Alright, switches.
What am I yelling at? So even single motor mode, it actually has quite a bit of pep. I thought it was pretty, lackluster before, but it's actually not bad. So I'm at single motor, which is limited to 32 kilometers an hour. I'm just making sure that I am in single motor. Yeah, I am in single motor. It's interesting because the dual motor mode, it punches you right off the line after a slight delay. The single motor, to me, it seems like it doesn't punch off the line, but the mid-range is pretty good. Ugh, trees. So we're going to do a loop of Stanley Park tonight and do the North Van loop as well. So it's about 50 kilometers. About 20 degrees right now. Slight wind. It's nice. Wearing a short sleeve shirt underneath my mesh chest protector. Yeah, it picks up quite a bit. And it seems like it goes higher, like 34 kilometers an hour. It seems like since it's doing single motor, it's getting to a higher top speed with less torque. I can see why, you're concentrating more power just on one motor instead of spreading it against two. So let's see what I max out here going down this hill. Right now 38, 39, 41. Yeah, 41 is what I usually get dual motor going downhill. I haven't used my e-scooter for a couple of weeks, so maybe that's why it feels more peppier than usual. Yeah, I was planning on taking EUC tonight, but electric unicycle, but my feet. We were at Playland the whole day, standing on our feet with the kids. So, exhausted, right? And then, your feet are already hurting, and then going on an EUC, which makes your feet hurt even more, you'll probably be hurting 5 kilometers into the ride, or not even. And then Stanley Park Loop with North Van is 50K. On a good day, I still get hurting feet with a 30K loop of the Seawall. So imagine doing 50K after doing Playland the whole day on EUC. Doesn't sound like fun, right? really need to fix that that crown in the middle of the road. Let's see, Bono, do Granville Bridge. No, not Granville Bridge, Burrard Bridge. Or take Hornby. Yeah, the top speed is like 34k. I have it limited to 32. And I was going uphill. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's like there's not much punch off the line, but then the mid-range kicks in and it gets you above the top speed. Versus dual motor, it punches you off the line all the way to top speed, and then it kind of like, okay, I've reached top speed, that's it. So you feel like, you know, you've gotten up to speed really fast, but then it's like, where's the rest of the acceleration? Accelerating 36. That's crazy. I thought when I was going dual motor it was very fast. Dual motor I top out at 31, like just a hard stop. This like gets above my 31k and then some. No, I'm not gonna risk it.
And last night.
So let's look at our acceleration here. 16, 25, 29, 31, 33, 34, 36. And then normalizes, goes 32, 30. It's very interesting. I do have a limited 31k. Nice night to ride, you know, the summer nights. We still have some light. Debating if I should do the Stanley inner road loop or the seawall. This guy's doing right down the other side. It's not a guy. wonder if the bathroom's open. I make a break there. Or if they're closed already. Because I had a lot to drink before dinner. I find if you drink a lot before dinner, you kind of screw yourself over for the ride. Even though dinner, I have an early dinner around 5 o'clock. I have to go to the bathroom constantly. There's no one here. Let's just go. Let's check out the bathroom situation. Because they close it at dusk, I think. So let's see if it's closed or not. It's good they fixed that part. The tree roots were making it really bad. Now watch out for this car here. It's moving over. Let's see here. Construction. Sewage. Yeah, sewage of some sorts. Let's see if it opens still or is it locked. It might be locked already. Vacant, it says. Okay, it's still open. Let's go use the bathroom. Free grapes. How nice. Hilarious. Make sure we don't drop our glove in the toilet. That'd be the worst. Smell of sewage. Let's cross over here. maybe it's time to start putting my lights on brighter. Let's see. See, here you can go flat out with dual suspension. When I'm not using my unicycle, electric unicycle, I have to slow down. Let's turn this up a little brighter. There we go. That beam is a little bit better. Hopefully it's not aimed up too high. Blind people. I think so. Just watch out here. Ugh. Yeah, riding electric unicycle definitely hurts your feet. E-scooter also used to hurt my feet as well, but I probably got accustomed to it, even though I don't ride it as frequently. So they say when you ride EUC, you practice more and then your feet get accustomed to it. You just had to, suffer through the pain, build up your calluses or whatnot, I guess. Which way should I use? The other side of the seawall, and then go that way. Go that way, lost the beam. There's a lot of stop and go on Hornby though, that's the thing. A lot of stop and go. Let's do normal seawall, Brar Bridge. And after Brar Bridge, we'll decide if we want to do Hornby or just go along Lost Lagoon. I'll probably go along Lost Lagoon. Oh, there's some flashing lights. What's going on here? It's not going to feel better, let's fit. These are AliExpress, only about $15. They have a slight slider here. Grip, and the touchscreen is quick. And we got some knuckle guards, nothing here. Just unreflective. So am I. It's kind of like a suede material, I guess, and this is just mesh, so it's good for summer. So we got a food delivery guy. Let's see what he's doing. Is he slow or is he fast? Let's see. Let's see what do we get to the street. Right. Radar light on. Side by side people are annoying. People that are going side by side. There's quite a bit of people here. I mean, worry is a seawall. So right now I got both lights on high, because I need maximum visibility for what's coming up. It's not fully dark yet. You got these douche people purposely behind him. He's trying to cut it close. Looks like that's an e-bike up there, so he's going pretty fast. That's fine. I'm gonna watch that blind turn. There's a bunch of things here. Okay, so the e-bike is slowing down. Whole bunch of people. I'm gonna blind you on purpose. Because you're being a douche going 4 across. So that's the thing about these bike lanes, they're one way each way. It's a single lane. But then you got people going 4 across the whole bike lane. It's so annoying. Not just annoying, but dangerous. So is it douchey to flash them in the face? Yeah. But I'm also warning them that there's something coming the way. I have a feeling I won't do the seawall today. And Stanley Park, I think I'll just do the inner route. It's quite busy. And the weather's good, so. There's gonna be people biking along the seawall, and then you get trapped. So I'm not just doing Stanley Park, maybe doing the North Van Loop. So let's switch our posture, shall we? Let's do, I think it's goofy footed. A foot first. I usually do right foot forward. So they had the fireworks here last night. People were just stopping on the street. Oh no, is that someone pulled over up there? I think so. Make sure that they don't pull out last minute. It smells like alcohol. He spilled all his alcohol in the bike lane and he doesn't have any bike. What the hell? I don't really like to pass people. They're already gaining speed, I'm gaining speed, it's fine. switch back positions. Then you have to be more defensive. I do right foot. I'm not doing any technical riding right foot for sure. See, I need the front light up a little bit. Otherwise, if it's just face down, it's going to be not any use to warn people that I'm coming along the way. Let's keep going. Okay. There we go. Person had no lights on at all. So go Lagoon Loop. It's pretty dark right now, that if you did the Stanley Seawall, you wouldn't really see much. So this was packed last night. I didn't even go here because they had the fireworks. Yeah, just cruising at 32K. Single motor. Rear motor. Slowing down. Oh, this is pretty cool. Out of the lane. Sorry for my profanity. See, on hills, you don't really have much acceleration with single motor. You have to like roll into it, anticipate, because if you punch it, you got nothing. that car. Trust them. Yeah, it's dark already. You wouldn't be able to see anything on the seawall right now. There's a car passing through on the cross street. Let's slow down here. The scary part is when people drive with no headlights. See, right now I'm on my e-scooter, my feet are starting to hurt, and I'm wearing my comfy Skechers shoes. So I can't imagine if I took the UC today. So here's where the homeless camp is. There's a couple of people. Sounds like Santa Claus of some sort. Let's wait for that guy to go. So my beam of my e-scooter headlight is up a little bit. That's just to see the distance of anyone. So right now I need to see if there's any like potholes or any animals. Birds. That's weird. I just felt like I got no acceleration. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. Smells like fire. All of a sudden. Maybe let's let it cool down a bit. Let's check and see if this rear motor is hot. I smell my smoke. It's pretty hot. No, the fire smell's not coming from here. Not unbearably hot. We'll switch to dual motor. Let's shut it off. No, see, that's not even warm because I was only running dual motor. Let's see how it is in dual motor. there's like smoke here. Someone is burning something. So dual motor, it's punching. Oh, but my display is like turning off. It's weird. It's very bizarre. Maybe we'll just do Stanley Park and then head back. This is the first I've had that happen. I've never had it do that before. Single motor, and you know, I wasn't going crazy. Only going like 32k up to Stanley Park, and then the motor just kind of cut out. Even right now, I feel like the dual motor is not really a dual motor. It feels like I'm just getting driven by maybe the front wheels or something. Because it's not punching me back like it usually does. So this is dual motor, but it's not really like accelerating like super fast like it usually does. I wonder if it's like the rear motor is just kind of like overheated. And I'm only getting single motor. So my test, when I did my range test, I started off in dual motor when I first got the scooter, and then halfway through I think I switched to single motor just to eke out the range. I never had it shut down. It was kind of bizarre. Maybe I should just stop here for a bit, let it cool down. We'll just shut her down. Give it maybe 5 minutes. See how the temperature feels. It feels warm, but it's not bad. Let's feel it over here. This is not even warm because I just started using the dual motor. Let it cool a bit. Maybe I should do the seawall, because it's flat. I haven't seen anyone else biking here as well. Because I'm not going to be doing a range test on single motor anymore. Three. Give it 5 minutes. We still have like 63 volts. It's not like I'm running low on volts. Don't go too fast. I haven't seen anyone else pass by, so I think it's safe to do the seawall. We won't see anyone else. And we'll monitor temperatures. Yeah, I think what probably happened was overheated the rear motor. That's weird though, because the display also went down too. Basically the display was still showing speed when I had no speed. Maybe like 10k or 22k. And then it was just flashing with nothing. So right now I'm just like going along, maybe, you know, 26k. Just go along here. It's funny, you don't see anyone doing the seawall. Would have thought there would be. Just cruise along here and then we'll monitor the temperature of the rear hub. See if it stays warm or if it cools totally down. My main concern is I wonder if I blew out the main motor, overheated it, and then now it's not giving power anymore. But we'll also just gauge the temperature of the front one as well in comparison. It's funny because I've never actually felt the two temperatures because this thing is a tank. So Stanley Park Seawall at night by myself. Let's see if I accelerate here. How's the speed? It's picking up pretty well. Not terrible. Is it my usual speed? Yeah, I'd say so. Seems like it's back to normal to me. The true test is when you get on a hill, that's gonna like pull. So let's just keep going along here. So lesson learned, don't do single motor for extended period. Because I read that in the later revisions of the Inokim Oxo, they took away the option for single and dual motor, and it was just more of a turbo mode versus non-turbo mode, but you've always had both motors engaged. Because this was an early model of the Inokim Oxo before they made that change. So right now we're just cruising along about 28k, not flat out. And we're going on the flats. I don't want to stress out the motor going up a hill. So we won't do North Van today, we'll just do the seawall. Broken tree. Just take it easy, take some more breaks. Is that someone sitting there? I think so. You know, not creepy at all, right? Sitting in the darkness by yourself in Stanley Park. Versus, you know, e-scooting by yourself in Stanley Park, right? That makes it better. Let's just stop here. Gotta wait. Take a picture. Another light. There's someone else coming. That's interesting. So I'm not the only one. That's crazy. Oh, let him have a big gap. Let's see, how does it feel? It's cooling down. How's the front? It's not even lukewarm. The rear now kind of feels like above lukewarm. Yeah, it feels like I got my acceleration back. Like, you know, the slight delay and then the instant punchiness. I do feel like my rear brake is catching a bit more. Interesting, where did these cyclists come from? I guess they were just sitting here the whole time. They weren't, no one else passed me, right? And then you got all these cyclists here. It's very interesting. I'll just take it easy. Don't want to catch up to them because they're going to be going quite slow. There's no way I can pass them. Plus, I'm going to take a picture over by the, what do you call it? Take a picture over by the Seawall rock. So we'll give them a head start. Let's take it easy. We'll go about like 15, maybe 20k. Let the motor cool down. And then when I take pictures by the Seawall rock, then it'll give them a chance to speed up. But they're still over there. Stop for quite a bit. They're still going pretty slow. Not going that fast. It's maybe like 7 bikers on manual bikes. So remember earlier I was saying I don't want to get stuck behind slow bikers? Well, that's what happened. Totally what happened. Because there's no way you can pass anyone here. Unless you took the pedestrian lane, but then I want to take a picture at the Seawall rock. Some people going opposite direction using the pedestrian route. So they're actually using the pedestrian lane to go the wrong way. In Interesting. I think I see the sea wash rock over there. Yeah, there it is. Hopefully they don't stop. Or maybe hopefully they do. We'll see. And we won't do North Van because we don't want to stress the motor out. They get stuck. Keep it flat because on the way home I have to go up hills too. North Van, if you go up Lionsgate Bridge, it's a bit of a climb, and then when you go home, going up Second Narrows is a bit of a climb too. It's pretty cool, like that light over there. It's an incandescent light. Is it like a ship or something? No. Okay, so they're not stopping here, so let me stop for a bit. Because following that is going to be a long time. Another cyclist coming. He's coming pretty fast. That's what she said. So let's get up as soon as we can before he comes. And then I get stuck behind him. Let's see how much leeway I gave them. Oh, they're still there. They're just right there. They must be going so slow. I'll have to like pass them on the pedestrian side. I was gonna be stuck behind them the whole way. The e-biker behind me, he's coming up pretty fast. should go here. Depends how fast they're going. Let's pass them. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to pass them later. That was my one chance. I was lucky. I had to take the pedestrian lane, overtake all of them near the beach. Any hesitation, then I'd be stuck behind them the whole way here because it's so narrow to pass. You see how narrow this is? This is one of the problems going with the seawall during the day. So you get stuck behind people. It's such a narrow route, it's hard to pass. You kind of feel bad for passing people too, because you kind of push them way to the side. So you see how narrow that is? Like, there's no way you could pass someone there in that blind turn. So there's a guy back there on the bench in the middle of darkness. It's just weird. Because this is not close to the shore. Oh no, there's someone else there. Looks like a trailer or something they have with them. Thank you. It's nice to let me pass. I wouldn't jog here after dark. Oh, there's a raccoon. This is why you need bright lights. People are like, your lights are too bright. Yeah, in the city, yes, but I don't purposely aim them at people unless they're being douches. But at nighttime, in the middle of the wilderness, this is where you need them. People can get upset, but I'm not aiming them at their face purposely. I actually look away. But you gotta be careful at dark. Because there's potholes and whatnot. Animals. Creepy people, especially. Let's go take this up here. This is part bikeway. Don't want to get stuck down there. Yeah, see, I'm like on the wrong side of the bike lane right now. I want to be in there, but I had to bypass them. So let's just go full on. I think the motor had enough time to cool down right now. I was babying it most of the way. Well, I had to because they were going so slow. So let's see how the motor does on the way home. Not going to do North Van today. Don't want to risk it. Get stuck. say for example on the Lionsgate Bridge, and then you have to call Uber. How are you getting people to pick you up there? So right now, full out, dual motor, doing 31k. So see how it's a little bit less, because I have it limited to 31, and in single motor I was doing 32 constant, and then like peaking up to like 36. So it's funny because all day long, dual motor is fine. You can do 60 kilometers going full out at 31k. Earlier I did about 17 kilometers with single motor, and then it just kind of cut out. And I wasn't on any hills, I was just doing Stanley Park, the flats. And it's about 20 degrees or so, maybe 18. And yeah, it just cut out. The display went off. The display went on, but it still showed like 10 to 20 kilometers an hour. And then the display went off with just blank, nothing. Turned it on. Motor was quite warm. Not burning hot, but it was pretty hot. So we did a loop this way, and we'll just finish the loop going the other route. And my feet are sore. Let's switch over to the other side. Okay, goofy stance. I have to get more accustomed to doing goofy stance. I don't think I'll charge my e-scooter tonight. I'll let it cool down. Up here. Didn't use my horn today. Seaside. So we use the seaside. The seaside seawall. Seaside seawall. Trust this one. See? It's showing nothing. It's showing 22. It was showing a 22 on the limit there. Just flashing 22. This is with dual motor right now. So it was flashing 22 and I lost power. Good thing I need to go to North Man. I don't know what my motor is going to be like. So I wasn't gunning it. Only here is where I was maxing out. We're on flats, not going up any hills. Should Google that. 22. See, luckily the motor didn't cut out back there. I lost power and then it started flashing 22 on the display. This straightaway here, let's see. Maxing it out at 30, 31K, 32K. Let's see if it cuts out. This is just flat. It's not that hot right now. Now, this is the first issue I've had with the Inokim. It's been solid. I don't ride it in the rain. Right now it's just humming along, like it was earlier, but then it lost all power. Fucking idiots. That's where you need your headlights on. Idiots too. I should start using my horn. People going in the wrong way on the bike lane. People walking into the bike lane. They deserve to be horned. It's not like I'm flying above the speed limit either. I'm only like 25K. Topping out at 32, which is the limit. And I'm not near people until they just show up randomly. It's not like I'm riding in a crowd of people. It's like just someone walks into the bike lane or is biking the wrong way. So we'll get Mass Science World and then just check the temperature of the motors. Right now it seems strong. Back there it seems strong too, and then it just cut out. Sitting there in the bike lane with your cane sticking out, and then you got the other people walking right in the bike lane. Okay, so to go home, either go Ontario or go back the way I came. Did Ontario the other night. Let's cross over here and then feel the temperature of the motor. Let's see what I feel. I feel like I have the full power back. Yeah, rear motor it's not even warm. Front motor is warmer. Maybe a little warm. Rear motor, I don't feel much. So my main concern right now, am I getting all the power from the front motor and nothing from the rear? Because you think in theory it would be both warm, right? I wonder if I blew out the rear motor and I'm only getting front power. So let's test it, just rear motor, and see if I got any power at all. Okay, this is single motor now. Do I have anything? Nothing. I got nothing. Front motor, I got something. Person's not wrong. So my concern now is I might be overheating the front motor and getting nothing from the rear. I'll have to test this more. See, I've never tested it where I had dual motors and the temperatures. I have a feeling the front is kind of like overheating, and that's what caused it back there to happen. So if I do a single motor, do I have anything? This is single motor, I got nothing. There's nothing coming from the rear at all. It's like the rear motor overheated. So I shouldn't push it too much. So right now I'm just doing front motor, I think. So earlier back there when it kind of cut out, I think probably like the front motor overheated. Which shouldn't be the case, right? With a dual motor, 1000 watts. I don't weigh that much, I'm 160. And I wasn't going on up a hill either. I was just on flats at 32K. It's kind of concerning that your motor would blow out, right? I have a KQi 3 Pro, 350 watts. I've never had the motor overheat. That's just a single motor. I go about 32K on that one as well, up hills. Yeah, the motor gets warm, but it never overheats and shuts down. So we'll have to see if the rear motor on this is actually doing anything. Single motor mode, do I have anything? Because when I'm in single motor, it's nothing. See? I got no power. There's nothing. Is that car on the sidewalk? So it's good I didn't do northbound. So I have to be careful. I don't want to blow out the front motor too. Because I'm only driving dual motor right now. Single motor, sorry. Don't go full out. Maybe go 25. I want to make it home. Yeah, so it's skipping because I'm only getting front motor. Usually I never have that. I never have the front wheel just skipping because I never have just single motor on the front. I usually run dual motor 100% of the time. Well, actually 97% of the time or so, 95%. That kind of sucks. But I blew up the rear motor just going 32k on flats. Oh, showing a 22 error right now. Don't want to stop around here. I'd rather go to Trout Lake. This is not a best area to stop. Let's see, can I make a light? Let's try and make it. Still showing 22. Get to a safer place and then check out that coat. So as soon as I let off the gas, that 22 went away. This better not be turning left into me. The Trout Lake. It's not quite as sketchy there. Cat. Let's see, the best spot to wait. Maybe over around there. Maybe just about here. In the brightness. Let's see, what do we have? Let's shut this down. Totally cold. Warm, but not overheating. Let's see what Google says about this. Thumb throttle fault. Error 22, they say it's a thumb throttle fault. But the thumb throttle seems fine. Let's try single motor if we get anything. Okay, single motor is getting me some power again. Yeah, single motor, I got power again with just letting it, turning it off, letting it sit for a little bit. Okay, let's try dual motor now. Dual motor, it's like pushing me back. Yeah, I feel like I got both motors again. I feel like I got both motors again. Yeah, it's the torquiness is back. It's not just the torquiness, but the twitchiness. It just like you roll on the throttle and it throws you back. That's what I'm used to. It wasn't doing that. So I don't know, thumb throttle fault? I don't think so. It wasn't error 30. They said error 30 is motor fault. Error 22 is thumb throttle fault. So what happened earlier, like I was, just in summary, riding up to Stanley Park at about 32k, single motor, the display started cutting out. And then eventually it showed error 22. And then I had no power at all. It just slowed down. So I turned it off, turned it on, would go a few feet, and then error 22. I felt the rear motor, and the rear motor was quite warm. Like almost hot, but not fully hot. Quite warm, I would say. Front motor, was cold to touch because it was just a rear motor. So then I switched it to dual motor. And that's what I used the rest of the way, and babied the throttle. I only went maybe 22k or so. Then when I stopped, then I got another error 22 further on after doing Stanley Park. And then I felt the motors. The front motor was warm, not hot. Not even close to being as warm as the rear was earlier. And then the rear motor was just cold. There was nothing. So I was like, it seemed like I was running off of single motor, and then it cut out on me again because I was doing single motor front instead of single motor rear. And then just now, I stopped for maybe a couple minutes, had it turned off, did single motor. Single motor had power again. Because earlier I was trying it, and then I had no rear power at all in single motor. So I got power back in the rear, where I was concerned that maybe the motor had blown out. And then I got power in the front. The front was never an issue. The issue was the rear motor stopped working, which cut everything. See, even now, this is dual motor, I'm not going very fast. Yeah, it feels like the rear motor is just cut out again. It feels like I'm just running single motor again. Because I turned it to single motor and I got nothing. See, this is single motor, I got nothing. So let's turn it off. I'm in single motor right now. Do I get anything? Very, very little. I'm gunning it. Got very, very little. Right? The rear motor's still working. But barely. I should limit my speed to gear speed level 2. Just so I don't burn out the motor. Speed level 2 is about 19-20k. So I'm in dual motor mode right now. Single motor, still got power. Dual motor, got power. Oh, Air 22. See, Air 22 with dual motor. There's something funky going on. See it. Something very funky. Yeah, so I have it limited to gear 2. I'm not going very fast. Is that the moon? I'm about 20k dual motor, gear 2. That graffiti said, more supply, less demand. Was that economics? It's very true of the Vancouver real estate market. There's more demand and less supply. So everything goes way above selling price. That's pretty chilly. So we're just humming along at 20k. It feels so slow. Because 20k on the display is actually not 20k, it's maybe like 18. Like every display for every electric vehicle is always wrong, I find. It's always overstated than what it actually is. Let's cross over here. Let's just make sure we make it home. About 56 volts. It's fine. Good thing I didn't do Stanley Park and North Van. I would have got stuck in North Van. So what we'll do is we'll let this cool down overnight, then charge up the scooter during the day. Yeah, this 20k seems super slow. Am I actually doing 20k? Yeah. Looks like a super slow. Not even 20k. I was wondering if the display was frozen or something. That's so weird not being able to go full speed. Let's try not to brake. Let's just keep going. I don't want to lose any momentum. so slow. I never run in Gear 2. I think Gear 2 is 21k. Gear 1 I have it set to maybe like 11k, and then Gear 2 is 22k, and then Gear 3 is about 31k. It's not my choice for those speeds, but I wanted to max out the top speed at 31k slash 32k. Because running at the full unlock speed, you go about 64k, which is ridiculous. And it makes the throttle super twitchy. Because, you know, you get all this like power, and then you can't, the throttle's twitchy already, then you can't have fine increments of speed. So it's either on 64k or off 0k. It's hard to get, say, 32k if you have it unlocked. Because it's such a, you know, the range. You know, you pack too many kilometers per hour in a very small, you know, thumb throttle where you don't have much motion, right? So you actually have to choose to limit it to 32k. And then your range of motion, you know, that small motion, at least you can kind of gingerly throttle it. Fold the laundry when I get home. There's a car going. House. I don't know what he's gonna do. U-turn? Yep. You kind of get a sixth sense when someone's gonna do a U-turn. Yeah, it feels so weird driving in Gear 2, just going so slow. It feels like you're running low on battery, but you're not. Oh, it's chilly. So the next ride, I should just do the seawall and see. Do the seawall flat out and see how my motor is. Yeah, because it feels like I'm just running off the front motor right now, honestly. The rear motor is very intermittent.